This changes nothing. So keep your head up.
How can you be so calm after everything that's happened?
I don't know. Maybe because if there's one mission that's worth pursuing, it's this one. It gives me purpose. I was heading into a dangerous place after that last assignment. Like nothing was keeping me here, and that maybe I was supposed to die back then. I started to feel like I was living on borrowed time. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But now I know what I'm doing, and that gives me hope. Sorry, Rivers. I've got some things to do. I need to apologize to Evans. He's all right. And so are you. Thanks for always checking in on me, Rivers. You're good people.
Is, everything all right?
This whole situation has me so wound up I'm shaking. Not good for handling explosives.
I don't like it either.
Doesn't sound like anyone's happy about what's been going on here. Except for Reese, of course. Seems like he could give a shit.
It's too early to start worrying. Reese hasn't decided anything about crossing the Annihilation line yet.
You know what else he's keeping quiet about? How our previous assignment was stupid and bound to fail. Or how truly fucked up it is that we're back in the trenches just hours after our team got decimated. He hasn't mentioned Brooks, Johnson, or Yang. He hasn't mentioned them once. Like they never fucking existed.
FERRO.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be snapping at you like that.
Let's talk.
Yeah, let's.
Those were the soldiers that died during that mission, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Except they weren't soldiers. Not to me. They were my family. They practically raised me.
How so?
I enlisted when I was 11. I was assigned to this team of 4 guys who I was absolutely intimidated by. I was trying to play the tough kid in front of them, you know? Constantly trying to impress them. Looking back, I must have been an endless source of entertainment for them.
Was Reese one of those people?
He was. Well, I hope deep down he still is. The Reese that you've met is not the Reese I knew. That one always had time for his teammates. The man leading us now thinks only about the plan. But, yeah, he used to be part of the team. With the 4 of them, I was happy. First time in my life I had someone looking after me. That's what I imagine having a family must be like. Now I'm starting to think that if I get killed, Reese won't even care. He can't look me in the eyes. Hasn't said my name this whole time. It's always Corporal, like he doesn't know me.
I'm sure this is just a way he's handling what's happened. It'll change.
I really hope so. Anyway, thanks for letting me vent. Sometimes that's all it takes. That's quite some news, Rivers. Can't imagine what's going through your head. How are you feeling?
Shocked, to say the least. And you? It's gonna get tough, and I don't want to put anyone in danger.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I've been fighting my whole life and never really knew what I was fighting for. Now I finally have an answer that makes sense to me. Your father? Actual family. That's something worth fighting for. And we're going to get him back, Rivers. The things I do to talk to my dad. Even if it was just for a moment.
What would you say?
You're putting me on the spot, but... Well, I've never met my father. I guess that's not uncommon these days. So, I guess I would say, hi. Nice to finally meet you. But more importantly, do you know what you're gonna say?
Sorry for not looking for him.
Hey, don't. Don't beat yourself up. How could you know?
Have you talked to Reese yet?
I'm not gonna bother him yet. Just look at the craziness he has to deal with. I'll give him some space. We'll probably talk when we get back from the mission.
You mentioned a bet. What'd you mean?
Evans has a theory that people here packed and left. I didn't think much of it at first. But an empty armory certainly is a head-scratcher. I guess we've got to keep looking. Speaking of which, I'm supposed to do a sweep of the entire area, but there's a back room on the ground floor that I couldn't get into. It's blocked by a bunch of stuff that I couldn't move. Can you grab Evans and see if the two of you can clear it?
Sure. I'll let him know. What do you think about this whole situation?
I think it's obvious something fucked up happened here. I'm just mad at myself that I didn't see this coming.
How so?
Well, whenever Reese gets a direct order from Connor, something's off. I don't know what the deal is between them. They always keep their cards close.
So, this happens a lot.
More than I'd like it to, that's for sure. I just wish Reese included me since I'm always on these missions anyway.
What's Reese like? You've worked with him for a long time.
You want to know what Kyle Reese is like? He's like stone or steel. Nothing ever gets to him. For better or worse.
What do you mean?
This is the first time we've been able to take a minute to ourselves since the failure of our last mission, you know? And he's been up all day trying to figure out our next move. He's able to just disconnect, work himself tirelessly, as if nothing happened. Even if a lot of shit happened.
I'm sure it's because he cares for his people.
I'd say that he cares for the mission more than his people. And here I am trying to hold it together, thinking about the people we lost, and not doing a good job at it. Well, you wanted to know about Reese, not me. That's what he's like.
What's up?
I'm trying to get inside the armory, but I suck at this. I'd love to do it the usual way and blow this door wide open, but Reese doesn't want us to make too much noise. Can you help me? No bodies? This doesn't make any sense.